dispersion of pollutants. That means, now we shall not go into the details of the air movement, how the air movement, all these things, geographical factors and all. So what we shall simply go with this is that now we shall discuss what is called removal of particulate matter. Number 3, removal of particulate matter. If you recall, in the last class, we talked about removal of particulate matter in terms of electrostatic precipitator. Electrostatic precipitator is a device which is used mainly in the thermal power plant, wherein the coal after combustion, because you see the coal is fired after the coal is crushed and pulverized into fine dust, and through the coal injector it is fired into the boiler. Now once the coal particles reaches all its heat and become as particles, so these particles, depending on the size of the particles, and the mass of the particles, it will get into the air or it will settle down. Now there a device is used to the name is electrostatic precipitator, which removes certain size of the particles from the system, and it is taken out from below the funnel. This is we shall talk about the removal of just a moment, please. When you want to remove the particulate matter, is there anyone outside? No. When you want to remove the particulate matter, you may minimize it by the following actions. Depends on removal of particulate matter depends on selecting proper size of proper raw material, selecting proper raw material in the sense that, let us say, atta. Suppose you have found that there are certain particles which is mixed up with atta, and you want to get rid of that particles. What do? You put the atta on the sieve and you shake it, and then the size of the particle which is beyond, which cannot escape the sieve size, सीप का जो मेस साइज होता है उससे बड़ा होगा तो इट विल नॉट एस्केप थ्रू, देयरफॉर यू जस्ट you segregate the particles by doing that. So selecting proper raw material is also important for the removal of the particulate matter. You can also suitable changes you may removal or reduction of particulate matter depends on selecting proper raw material. Suitable manufacturing process, suitable manufacturing process selection, modifying the equipment used. D, by changing the operational schedules. And recovering and recycling of wastes. Example, selecting proper raw material. Selecting proper raw material means you have to select a material which does not react with with that particulate matter, and also which is capable of segregating that particulate matter from the flow. Smoke and sulfur dioxide can be removed. Let us say smoke and SO2 may be reduced by low volatile, low sulfur coal. But this particular thing, smoke and SO2 may be reduced by low volatile and low sulfur coal. Is it a practical solution? It is not a practical solution, because you have already received the coal in the thermal power plant. Now, suppose your inspection department goes and says that इसमें sulfur content साहब इसमें sulfur content बहुत ज़्यादा है, ये coal accept नहीं किया जा सकता है. Is it possible that you return all those coals to the mines once again? No, it is not. So this is probably it is not a very practical solution. Of course, you can, provided you send your team of inspectors to the coal mines and see the sample and detect there itself, and either accept it and reject it there itself, right? So on-site inspection, if you do, that is possible. Otherwise, it is not. Then another one is that this is a remedy measurement, number one. Number two is you may double catalysis action and double absorption process may reduce the emission of SO2. In high-end cars, the cars which are having BS5, BS4, BS5 type of cars, beyond BS4, you have got double catalytic converters which is fitted in the exhaust of the exhaust of the car. Basically car IC engine. internal combustion engine. In internal combustion engine, we have discussed that the the pollutants that is emitted, because the internal combustion engine is driven either by diesel or petrol, or these days some ethanol mixed up substances are being used. But whatever the case, the petrol or diesel engine or gasoline engine, finally they emit pollutants which which contain sulfur dioxide, which contains NOx. So therefore, the higher end cars, what they do, they put in catalytic converters in the exhaust of the automobiles, and they reduce the emission by uh, this catalytic converter application. Double catalysis, this is SO2. You can also use proper combustion device, use of proper combustion device can also reduce this. Three, four, one, three, 0. Module 2 L3 continued. Page number 3 plus NEET 4130 mod 2 3. What was the agenda? Removal of particulate matters. So what we have discussed, it is a dispersion of pollutants, and then we shall now discuss about few separators. Removal of particulate matter. No, removal of particulate matter, dispersion of pollutants. Removal of particulate matter we have discussed already. Now we shall discuss the last agenda today, is that control of gaseous impurities. No, okay, let us discuss about certain mechanism. One particular formula is there, that settling chamber formula. Settling chamber. settling chamber formula, actually, what is the formula? A particle formula will give. First of all, let us give a definition. A particle will settle based on the factors like horizontal flow velocity, upward forces, resistance due to buoyancy, and of course there is a downward gravitational pull. Settling velocity is given by Stokes' law. V is equal to G dp square rho p minus rho a divided by 1/8 mu, where G is equal to acceleration due to gravity dp is equal to particle diameter micrometer, then rho p is equal to density of particles, rho a is equal to density of air, and mu is equal to viscosity of air. G is, you have got meter per second square. This is micrometer. Density of the particle is kg per meter cube. This is also kg per meter cube, and viscosity of air is unit is kg per meter second. So if you put it here, what will be the dimension on the right hand side? G means meter per second square into dp square means meter square होंगे into kg per meter cube होंगे, kg per meter cube होंगे, डिवाइडेड बाय म्यू मतलब है kg by मीटर सेकेंड. तो इसको कन्वर्ट करने से क्या आता है? मीटर क्यूब गोज kg kg per second square divided by meter second divided by kg. So kg goes away, s goes, so yeah, this is okay, meter per second. So this is not an empirical formula, this is a dimensionally homogeneous formula. Okay, so this is the settling velocity is given by this formula. So you can take small time is left, 10 minutes. I think I'll be able to do it. Let us take a small problem. Obtain a settling velocity. Obtain a settling velocity of particulates for particle size of 1 micron, given rho p minus rho a is equal to 1 into 10 to the power 3 kg per meter cube, and viscosity of air is equal to 2.0 into 10 to the power minus 5 kg per meter second. It's a simple one. You log the formula and get the result. Settling velocity is obtained by V is equal to G dp square rho p minus rho a divided by 18 mu to page number 4 minus, therefore V is equal to 9.81 into 1 micron means 1 into 10 to the power minus 6 square, this is dp square, and rho a into is 1 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 18 into mu is 2 into 10 to the power minus 5. 2 into 10 to the power minus 5. So if you calculate, it will be 0.28 meter per second answer. You just put in the formula, get the result. You will not miss the problem. We shall give you straightforward so that you can solve it. Now the last agenda today was number 4. Control of gaseous impurities. Control of gaseous impurities. So far we are discussing about the separation of the solid particles. Now we shall take up the matter of control of gaseous impurities. How do we do that? Gaseous impurities. Absorb. These are these gaseous impurities are gaseous impurities are controlled by processes like absorption process, absorption process, condensation process, or is controlled by processes like absorption, condensation, and combustion process. Absorption. Let us say effluents. Effluent pass through bed of absorbents. The absorption, it means that the gaseous flue gaseous thing is going to end in fact. Okay, fine. So effluent pass through a bed of absorbents means when you pass the effluents through absorption material, it is absorbed. For example, let us say in case of example, one is filter. Filtering is a process by which actually you remove the particles. For example, the air filter, oil filter that is being used in the automobiles and IC engines and all. There, what you are doing that you are trying to separate the particles, physical particles by providing a proper mesh of nets and that you have to select proper material and then proper uh, after studying the particulate distribution as to which size is what is the main size of the particle, thereby designing the mesh in such a manner that the particle matters are absorbed, not absorbed, particle matters are physically they are separated and you clean. That is why every frequent intervals, what you have to do, you have to clean the air filter or air oil filter in order to maintain the effectiveness of the air filter and the water air filter and the oil filter. Whereas absorption is the place, like for example, in the vapor absorption cycle of certain type of air conditioning plants, especially used in coal, what do you call it? This cold storage and all. So the kind of they use two types of refrigerants. One is ammonia and another is water. What is the basic element? Is that when ammonia is absorbed in water, then there is a heat